Hello everyone, how are all of you doing today? My name is Sam Tecker, and I know I've been gone for almost a year at this point, but don't worry, I'm perfectly okay, I'm fully alive, and today I have a very special video for you guys. In honor of the release of the new Transformers movie, Rise of the Beasts, I'm going to rank all of the theatrically released Transformers films, from 1986 all the way up to Bumblebee. Now, the way how this is going to go is that I'm going to place the Transformers films on, the separate tiers, giving a short summary of my opinions of the films, and also give you guys my rating of each one. So, without any further ado, let's begin. So, of course, we're going to start off with 1986, and we're going to go in the order of release dates, as you guys can probably see there. So, Transformers 1986. This is... I can already see the comments and the backlash. Yeah. I actually hate this one. Let me tell you guys the good and the bad. The good. The voice acting was great. The animation was great. The soundtrack was amazing. The action scenes paired up with the songs from the album of the film were amazing. However, killing off most of the beloved Autobots and also a few Decepticons from the first two seasons. Okay, I can forgive the deaths of everyone, from Ironhide to Prowl, to Hound to Starscream, but Optimus? Really? Okay, look, to be fair, the heads of Hasbro didn't really know that well back then, and of course, at the end of the day, these films are made solely for promoting the toys and trying to sell them, of course. But still, you need Optimus Prime in these films. He is literally the face of Transformers. Like, if he's not in these films, then, bro, then what are we watching? Yeah, so that's that. And I have to say, it's kind of sad to put this at the bottom. When you take into account that this is the only animated film from the Transformers theatrically released lineup. And, moreover, this is Orson Welles' last film, so... Oh, man. It does make it sad. Anyways, that's it for 86. It's time to move on to the Bay films. Starting off with 2007. The best one of all of them, as of right now. I haven't seen Rise of the Beast yet, but, could be not as good, could be better, but we're gonna have to see. So, my main criticism with this is that it kind of took them a bit long to bring in the entire crew in. There were a few, action and fighting scenes, before the final battle, but, I think if they started off with, let's say, kind of like the opening scene in Bumblebee, where they're in Cybertron, if they kind of went with that route, I think it would have probably made for the delay, I guess you could say. And also, Optimus Prime, the way how they made him in this film, with how he's weaker than Megatron, also didn't kind of work, because if you really think about it, if you go back and watch the final battle, you can tell that Optimus Prime compared to Megatron was pretty weak. Like, he was getting his ass kicked for a good portion of that fight. If they had both of them in equal standings in terms of strength, and they had like a back and forth between the two, then it would have made it better. But then again, the action in that final battle was pretty cool. And when it comes to the human characters, I'm gonna say this for 1, 2, and 3. The human characters and like, their moments, like, I'm not really bothered by them. In fact, I find those moments to be kind of funny from time to time. I will admit that. So yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to give my rating for or did I give my? No, I don't think I gave my rating for 86. Okay, so anyways, my rating for 86 is 3 out of 10. 2007, 8 out of 10. Next we have Revenge of the Fallen. Oh man. Please don't kill me for this. Okay, I have to say that they took their sweet time bringing back Optimus. If they brought him back, let's just say maybe before the final battle or in the middle of the final battle, and he kind of fought his way up to Megatron and the Fallen, it would have made it better. And of course, there is kind of a long gap between, the Force battle and the final battle, where we don't really see that much action. So yeah. That's where it kind of stands, although, again, I still enjoy, the action scenes and all that. The Force battle was pretty great, I will admit that. So yeah. By the way, I also have to say, if they went with the direction of 86 and not bring Optimus Prime back, oh boy, I wouldn't even know which one would be worse. Either that one or 86. So yeah. That's where it stands. As for my rating, I will give it an 8 out of 10. Not as good as 2007, but it's still one of the better ones. Next, we have Dark of the Moon. Okay, at one point this was my second favorite, but two factors pull it down. The first one is Carly. Now, again, I know that a lot of people just straight up don't care about the humans, but here's the thing. They should have stuck with Mikaela, because if you look back at some of the scenes with Sam and Carly and listen very closely to their dialogue, you would be able to tell that the lines for Carly were meant for Mikaela. Especially if you look back at their breakup scene, and especially if you look back to where Carly refers to Sam as her hero, then yeah, because let's be real here. Mikaela witnessed Jack risking his life, while Carly only heard Sam's story, so it really doesn't make that much sense. That's that. And the ending. They should have stuck with the original ending for that film. For those of you who probably don't know, let me explain. So, pretty much, the original ending for the film was spoiled ahead, before the film was released, so Michael Bay wanted to switch it up. And the original ending was supposed to... It was going to go something like this. Optimus Prime and Megatron were going to form a truce, and they were going to work together to kill off Sentinel Prime, which they end up doing. And then Megatron was like, okay, you know what? I'm done with this. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to rebuild Cybertron. And Optimus Prime was like, okay, fine. I'll trust you. Let's stop this war then. And that's pretty much the summary for that ending. If they went with that, I think I would have been more okay with this. In fact, it would have been number 2 up here. But yeah. But the final battle in Chicago was, amazing. Probably the best battle that we've had in the entire series. Um. So yeah. By the way, if I could say one thing about the ending, when it came to Optimus Prime mercilessly killing off Megatron and Sentinel, like the Megatron didn't. It just felt so unrealistic. Megatron would have easily killed Optimus when if because he had the gun aimed at him. Like he could have shot him on the stomach and then would have been over for Prime. Anyways, my rating for that, an 8. 8 out of 10. Now we get into the retcon era with Age of Extinction. The retcons, the new human cast, I mean, they were fine, but the retcons, the villain lockdown, and the story, like, yeesh, man, like, what the hell happened? What, are we making, like, an entirely new timeline now? Yeah, that just didn't really work that well for me. I think if they went with if they kind of had it to where it could have lined up with the first three films more, and if they had Galvatron work with Lockdown to take down Optimus in the final battle, it would have probably been better. And of course, Sam is the best human that we have. So yeah, I mean, Cade and his daughter, and of course her boyfriend. They were fine overall, but again, you can't you're not that good of a replacement for Sam. All right. So yeah, that's by the way, I have to say, the fight scenes and the action scenes were pretty good. The Dinobots coming in here, like, finally, it's about damn time. And Optimus Prime's design, I love it. Probably my favorite one out of all of his designs to date. Rating? A 7. It's a 7 out of 10. And the final Michael Bay film, The Last Knight. Oh boy. This one was pretty boring. You took way too long to get to the battles. And the editing was sloppy. Every 5 seconds, the screen would change from full to wide. And it just felt very sloppy for me. Like, bro, what the heck is happening? Keep it consistent, man. This just feels so off. And yeah, like, this movie was overall more boring than the other ones. Even 86, but 86 was honestly more infuriating than all these. So yeah, that's all I really gotta say. Don't really have that much else to say regarding The Last Knight. Rating is a 4 out of 10. And finally, we have Bumblebee. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. Not as good as the first three Michael Bay films, but I think it stands well on its own. I really love the opening scene with the Cybertron battle. That is something that fans have been asking for a long time. And yeah, although I think that it would have been better if we had Megatron in the mix. Let's be real here. And I also like the references and callbacks to the franchise. Like with Bumblebee playing the touch and the radio at that one moment. Human characters were alright. The action scenes were pretty cool. And I also have to tell you guys this. Cliffjumper. I don't think he dies all the time. I think if being completely real here, I think he only died like maybe twice. Well, in terms of, the TV shows or the movies. The comics, I don't know because I haven't read a single Transformers comic. But yeah, he's only really have been killed off in Prime and Bumblebee. So yeah, that's really all I have to say for Bumblebee though. My rating is a 7 out of 10, and that is my ranking of all the Transformers movies. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, I know I've been gone for almost a year, but hey, what better way to come back than with a release of a new movie that has some good hype with it. I'm pretty hyped for it. I'm gonna see it later today. So yeah, that's it. Please let me know your rankings and also your ratings of each film down below. I would really love to hear from all of you guys. So anyways, that's it for today. And I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.